I'm Lisa Marie, and welcome to my channel, Living My Best Life.
If this is your first time here, thank you so much for being here. And all of my subscribers, you are the best. Let's get started. DIY number 1. For my first DIY, I am going to make a floral arrangement. And I'm using the rectangular planks from the Dollar Tree. It comes in a pack of 6. And I'm going to make like a box out of them, and then I'm going to take one of the extra ones and cut a piece to make a bottom, and I'm going to hot glue them together as I'm doing here. Now this video was inspired by my friend Lovely Moments Creating. Her name is Jenny, and she makes the most gorgeous floral arrangements, and I never do. And I watch her channel all the time, and I thought, well, I should make one time. So that's what I'm doing right now. So thank you, Jenny, for inspiring me. You always inspire me. Your stuff is beautiful. And I will put her link in my description box in case you would like to check out her channel, because she's so talented. It's just amazing. So I am building my box right now. And it's a little tricky when you get to the last corner because it wants to like fold in on itself, so you have to move pretty fast so the hot glue doesn't dry too fast. So if you have a setting on your hot glue gun to go hotter, do that because it'll last a little bit longer then. And now I'm cutting that extra piece, and I'm just using like a razor blade to score it several times on both sides, and then it will just break right off because it's just like balsa wood. It's super soft. And then I'm going to sand any rough edges or any little splintery things that are there. And I'm going to hot glue the bottom right to my rectangular kind of box that I made. The next thing I'm going to do is paint the entire box white. And I'm using a paint sample that I got at Lowe's for $1. And it's probably just a regular like interior house paint type of a substance. But it covers really well, and I figured, you know what, for that price, I'm going to use it. So if you go to Lowe's, I said this in a video a little while back, but they have paint samples. I'm not sure why they're there. All different sizes, and they're marked down to like $1, $3, $5, depending on how big it is. Really good deal if you're just looking to get some paint. And I painted about 1 inch down on the inside because that's all you'd ever see, and I figured that way I didn't waste my paint. I found this really pretty red and white kind of swirly pattern ribbon at Walmart. I have it in black as well, and it was in a recent DIY that I did. And I got each of them, and what I'm going to do is just wrap it around each of the corners. So there's really 2 on each side then. They're right up against the corners, and I just wanted to create like a little border on the corners with color. And it's such a pretty ribbon and so inexpensive at Walmart. I think they're like $1.97 or something, and I just loved it. So I'm hot gluing it from the inside all the way around underneath to the other side on the inside. That way I could just cut long strips. A few people have asked me about the little makeup spatula that I use for hot glue. Now, I actually didn't come up with this on my own. I've seen several other DIYers do it, but it is great to help you not burn your fingers. And you can get them, I think, at Dollar Tree or Amazon super cheap, and boy, is it nice to have handy. And the glue comes right off of it too because it's silicone. Now I'm taking some Dollar Tree and Walmart picks. I forget which ones I got where at this point. And I'm cutting them down to individual pieces. That way I can place them exactly how I want, and I don't have to worry about them being stuck together. And then I've got a pick with some pine cones, and then these little, like, they look like there's snow on them, little kind of branches. And I'm just arranging it together to see. I like things at different heights. That kind of adds more interest to the eye. So I'm sticking them all in there. And the other thing you cannot see, which I don't know why I didn't show this, I use one of those little white furry mop heads, and I put it in first, and then I put the florals in, and you'll see that at the end. But I wanted it to look like it was resting on a bed of snow. And here it is all finished, and I love it. It's very traditional in the colors and the style, but it would fit in any decor really. And I'm really liking the way the white kind of brightens it up. Let me know what you think. I really hope you guys like it. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I'd love for you to join me on my channel by hitting that subscribe button and turning on the notification bell so you'll always know when I have a new video. I do all kinds of DIYs, gardening in the summer, and just fun topics. Definitely hit the like button and leave me a comment. That helps my channel grow so much, and I really appreciate it. DIY number 2. For this next DIY, I'm going to stay in that same theme and use these little Dollar Tree boxes. And this was actually one of those drawers where the little piece, you can kind of see it up there on the top right, goes inside of it, but I'm going to use them separately. And I actually did all my painting first, that's why you see all the other pieces. Anyway, I'm just going ahead and painting this all white too, just like I did with the other one. And this is going to be another floral arrangement that coordinates with the first one. So kind of like a little vignette today. And I just love that white. It's so bright, and especially with the darker ribbon that I've been using. Now I cut some of the black and the red swirly ribbon that I got at Walmart. And then I did little tuxedo tails on the ends. And now I'm just going to make kind of like a faux bow looking design on the front, just to give it a little interest. I didn't want them all to look exactly the same. I wanted them to be similar but different. So I hot glued that together, and I'm going to put the top and the bottom little piece, tuck it under and hot glue it so that it doesn't stick up and get in the way when I'm trying to arrange it. And I'm trying to decide right now what I want to do, because as you guys know, I wing it a lot. I start off with one thing in mind and then I end up changing it, and kind of the creativity takes over and I never know what I'm going to end up with, but that's kind of the fun of it too. I decided to put this gorgeous pine cone that has like a gold shimmer on it in the center, and then I cut some leaves and I'm going to hot glue them, all the way around, basically 4 of them, and just to give it a little more interest. And again, so that it coordinates with the other one but isn't exactly the same. And I'm really liking how this is coming out so far. I'm going to use some of those same florals that I used in the other one, and because I'm not attaching them permanently, I'm just bending them up so they fit inside this littler box. And then there's the little branches with the fake snow on them, and this way I can take these out and use them again sometime, and I don't feel like they're permanently attached to anything. And I'm really happy with how this one came out. I set it on a stand because I wanted it to be at a different height than the other ones. I'll link the video where I made the stand up in the cards and down in the description box, so you can see that after this video. You'll have to let me know in the comments what you think. I really hope you guys like this one as much as I do. I just wanted to let everyone know that I am on social media. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook, same name, Living My Best Life with Lisa Marie, and I hope to see you over there. And last but definitely not least, DIY number 3. Staying in that same theme, I'm using this little crate box from Dollar Tree and painting it with that same white paint. And I'm going to paint the whole thing and then, of course, remove the sticker on the bottom, which I forgot to do. I almost painted over one of those the other day, so I'm glad that I catch that once in a while. I'm going to pick out my florals, and I also have a Dollar Tree ornament that says peace on it that was so cute, and I decided to use that. And I'm going to take off all the little things that are on it right now and then kind of put them back the way I would like to arrange them. I like to have things around me that make me feel peaceful, and because I believe that when we have inner peace, we are so much happier. And you know what? I know God can give us the peace that passes all understanding, and that's what I was going for with this particular decor item. I'm just deciding how I want to do this. I decided not to use the ribbon, but I just hot glued the word peace directly onto my little crate. And it looks so cute. I mean, you could have almost stopped right there, right? But no, of course I didn't. I've got to do all kinds of other things to embellish it. So now these are the little pieces that I'm taking apart that were originally on the peace ornament. So I'm going to put that little buffalo check ribbon right there on top. It's so cute. Just that extra little touch. I love it. And then there are a bunch of little like pine picks, and I'm going to arrange those as well and hot glue them. The little teeny white drawer that I painted, I just set upside down inside this crate. And now I'm cutting up all kinds of foam from package to put in there. I end up taking it all out because it just is not working at all for me. So I just wanted to show this, that you know what, sometimes you have a great idea that isn't so great after all when you put it into actual use. So once I figure out how I'm going to arrange the florals, I do remove those little pieces of foam and I figure out another way to set them in there that actually works better. I have this adorable little church ornament from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to actually hot glue it to the top of that little drawer that's sitting upside down inside of my crate. And that just really makes this one pop, and I'm loving it. And here I go, removing all of my little foam pieces, and now I'm going to hot glue the drawer down into the crate so it'll stay put. And I'm just gonna, add the extra little pine picks and the florals, and I do end up hot gluing a couple little edges of the florals just so that they sit right because they kept popping up. But I could always take them out. I didn't put very much glue, it's just a little dot. So I'm loving how this one has turned out after lots of messing around and trial and error. And I just wouldn't be me if I didn't feel like I had to add something else. And so I cut up some different colored berries and I put them right in the center there. And that actually for me was just like the piece de resistance, and I love how that turned out. I have to say, I really think of all three of these, this is my favorite. You'll have to let me know in the comments which one is yours. And here's a last look at all of them together as a little vignette. And I'm just so happy with how it turned out. I hope you guys like these too. And thanks to Jenny at Lovely Moments Creating for inspiring me to make this video.
We got into a drifted bank and then we got upside. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse.
Thank you so much for watching and being here. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and definitely give this video a like, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Until then, you are a blessing.